Good morning, ladies. It's YahYa. I'm up before the sun this morning doing this video, so y'all know it's love. A lot of times we talk about men and why they don't come and how there's not enough of them, and we don't think about what we might be doing to manifest that situation. And I'm not making this video to be hard on women or to bash women or nothing like that, so don't worry. A lot of my older sisters have said, "Oh, you're so young. What would you know? What would you know?" But trust me, I have been through hell and back with men. And as most of you can see, if you follow me on social network, I am married now. Have two wonderful sons. And it was not an easy road getting here. Not dealing with myself, not dealing with the brothers, not dealing with anything. So I'm just sharing my journey, and hopefully it'll help somebody. Hopefully you'll hear and heed and not. Basically, I'm going to be talking about the five things that you might be doing that you might not realize that could be keeping men awake. I have a ton of guy friends. We don't keep in touch, as much anymore because I'm married now, but previously they will reveal things to me, and I would just observe and watch and see how things were going and see what made them leave women. And even talking to my husband, I get a whole lot of insight on what men want, what men don't want. And talking to his friends, he went to an all-boys school, so he has a ton of guy friends. So these are 5 things. Of course, there are more things, but these are 5 top things that I'll say from a woman's perspective, really, and from a man's perspective that could be pushing these guys away. I'm mostly talking to women who want to be married, who want to have the traditional family life, and who maybe feel like that's escaping them, and they're wondering why. And I know I was wondering why. I always said, why me? What's wrong with me? Why does she have a man and I don't have a man? What's this? And I had to really dig deep and address some things before it could happen. And I'm telling you, when I did, it happened just like that. And I'm not saying it's going to happen like that for you, but it's coming and you deserve it. And it's just about knowing that you deserve it. So these are 5 things that you could be unconsciously doing to push men away. The first thing is not allowing yourself to want what you want. And by that, I mean not allowing yourself to want what you deserve. A lot of us fall into the belief that the system seems to be perpetuating, that there's no good men out here, no good black men out here, that they're all in jail, they're all on the down low, and they're all cheaters and dogs and all this and that. And in all actuality, there is nothing that you could possibly want in life that there is not enough of. There are enough good men to go around, trust me. There are enough good black men to go around. And when you prepare yourself for it, when you're ready, your king will come. And really falling into the hype of what the media is telling you, what other women are telling you, just because somebody else, went through a horrible situation with men. I saw divorce. I saw, cheaters. I saw it all. And I went through a whole lot of it all. I haven't been through a divorce, thank God, but I went through a lot with men, and not letting those situations affect the way that I felt about men really helped when it came to manifesting my own king. So don't let, what you've seen dictate what you know is out there. And allow yourself to want what you want. Admit that you want what you want, because you're putting those vibes out, and that's what's going to come back. The Most High has created this universe to give us what we desire, to work in coordination with our greatest desires. So allow yourself to want a good man. Allow yourself to say, you know what? I know I might sound silly, but I know he's out there, and I'm ready for him, and I'm ready for him, and I'm preparing for him, and I'm not letting nobody make me believe anything different when you're around. Pretty much. Another thing, number 2, is being afraid to be alone. This is a big one, sisters, and this came straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the brothers. A woman who does not enjoy her own company, a man is not going to want to be around you. If you don't want to be around yourself, nobody's going to want to be around you. And, your bitter girlfriends might want to be around you, but that's because they don't want to be around themselves either. They don't want to be alone. Don't be afraid to stop being in relationships. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like if you don't have a man, something is wrong with you. And a lot of us use men, and it be the wrong men, to validate how we feel about ourselves. But what really has to happen in that alone time, if you went through a bad breakup, if you just can't find anybody or no one is finding you, take that time to evaluate yourself and ask yourself, what is it about me that I could be improving right now? If I say I'm ready for a husband, and that's one thing I had to do. My consciousness started telling me, when I said I was ready for a husband, my consciousness started telling me, well, prepare for a husband. What is it that I need to do to improve myself and become the ideal wife and prepare for the husband? Because you're not going to find a husband. A husband finds a wife. So you be a wife. Be a wife. Be ready to be a wife. And don't do it just to get a man. Do it to improve yourself as a woman. Dress as you would if you were married. Keep your house as you would if you were married. Cook as you would if you were married. Spend that time being alone. Spend that time getting rid of baggage, old relationship issues, daddy issues, because trust me, I had them. Daddy issues, mommy issues, all those things that are weighing you down and holding you back, not only in the area of manifesting wonderful love and a good relationship, but they're holding you back in other areas as well. So take that time to forgive yourself for choosing Mr. Wrong so many times. Forgive yourself for allowing the things that you've allowed, and forgive those people for doing those things. And you'll create a baggage-free space. You'll keep that space clean. Keep his space clutter-free. Don't, when you're afraid to be alone, that's the thing. A lot of times you let in the wrong person and the right person comes along, but his space is filled. So keep his space clear. Keep yourself clear. And just be ready for your king to arrive. And when he does come, don't just take him at face value. A man who is serious about committing to you does not mind being evaluated. I'll say, I won't say tested, because some women take that and take it all the way to the left. But a man who does not mind committing to you, who is serious about what he's serious about, he understands you need to take your time and evaluate him, because you've been through too much already and you don't have time for the effery. So don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to spend time by yourself and really cultivate that beauty and that love and that peace within yourself that will just draw and attract a wonderful person and a wonderful life to you. It's not just about the person, it's about the life. So don't be afraid to open yourself up for that blessing. And I know it's some demons that you don't want to face. Trust me, I had them. I have them. It's some things that you do not want to think about, that you don't want to talk about, but you have to think about it because it'll keep coming up. So just keep that in mind. And our third point, and that is being too independent. And I know a whole lot of y'all about to press the pause button, because that's the one thing we don't want to hear. But being too independent, Any man worth his salt will tell you men need to be needed. And that's just the bottom line. And that's not to say that you don't need to have a job and you need to, well, I don't work, but that's by choice. But it's not to say that you need to, completely depend on him for all of your income and all of your finances and all of this and all of that. But you need to recognize and understand that, yes, you do need a man. Stop saying you don't need a man. Stop saying I'm independent, I don't need no man. Because what that attracts is I ain't got no man. And the men that you do get are not dependable men. If you want to attract a dependable man, you cannot be independent. You have to be a dependable woman. And not a dependent woman, but a dependable woman. No, I don't work. However, my husband knows that if today or tomorrow something happened between us or something happened to him, he knows that I could take care of our children. He knows that I could take care of myself. But while we're together, you're going to do what a man is supposed to do. And we talk about that all the time. It really elevates the level of responsibility a man feels for you. It compels him to commit to you when he knows I have a job to do with this woman. I'm needed. Saying a title doesn't matter and I'm independent and what other craziness do I hear all the time? But it's pure ridiculousness, because at the end of the day, you need a man to make babies. You need a man to fix your car. You need men for all kind of things in this world. So don't be independent of your black men. That's the bottom line. Don't be independent of your brothers. Don't be independent of the man that you say you want in your life. And, oh, I want him, I just don't need him. A lot of males, I'll say, are now saying that that's what they want out of a woman. They want a woman who wants but doesn't need them, like the Neo song. But a real man needs to be needed. He needs to have a valid position. Just like we feel validated by being loved, they feel validated by being needed and respected. So, yes, keep your ability to take care of yourself, but allow a man to do a man's job. And being too independent, you push those men away who are wanting to do their job, and they go find somebody who's willing to allow them to do it. So, don't put yourself in that position where you're the woman getting all the trash men, because all the good men are going being with these what they call doormat women. No, she's not a doormat. She just understands her position and she appreciates her man for his position. So don't be too independent, ladies. Do not be too independent. It's not fun changing a tire. And number 4, of the things, this is something that is really, 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 really unconscious, and it's really, really, really hard to stop, I'll say. But it takes a really conscious effort, and once you do, you'll notice a drastic change. And that is what you are putting into your mind. Not just your body, but your mind. So that includes music, that includes books, that includes movies and television shows. And I cannot stress enough the importance of paying attention to what you're listening to what you're watching, to the images that you're taking in. And we can say, oh, it's just music, it's just a movie, it's just entertainment. But our subconscious doesn't realize that it's just a movie, it's just music, it's just entertainment. When we sing along to those songs with passion and, oh, girl, that's my song, like the universe that we live in that is vibrating and pulsating with us and bringing us back what we're putting out, it doesn't realize that that's just a song. When you joke about no good men and dog ass men and this, that, and the universe does not realize that's a joke. So you have to be very conscious, and it's not to say to be serious all the time and this, that, and the third, but you can enjoy life. You can enjoy conversation. You can enjoy yourself without the negativity, without what we may not even perceive as negativity, like reality TV. Oh, it's juicy. Oh, it's drama. But really, it is a constant revolving door of bad relationships. And that's what you're putting in your mind. When you're watching these Tyler Perry movies and all these movies that put this really bad light on black men, it's a constant barrage in your mind of negative images about what you are trying to attract. If you're trying to attract a good man, then you can't constantly listen to music about, oh, he broke my heart, oh, he hurt me. You can't watch movies about this man left and drugged the wife out of the house and had another woman on the side and all, because that's what you're going to attract. It may not be as drastic as what's in the movies because you know they exaggerate, but it will replay over and over because your subconscious mind is playing that track over and over in your head. So just be very, very conscious about what you listen to, about who you listen to, what you watch, and things like that. And the fifth thing is girl talk, too much girl talk. If it's not positive girl talk, don't even be a part of it. It's very easy to get sucked into conversation with your girlfriends about how horrible men are. Ooh, girl, let me tell you what this nigga did. Ooh, girl, let me tell you what that. Don't. And it may hurt some feelings, but you're not trying to attract the girlfriend. You're trying to attract the husband. And that's the bottom line. You have enough friends. You're not here to marry your friends. You can't make babies. You can't make families with your friends. You are here to attract a husband. And if that's what you really want, you have to be very conscious about what is around you while you're trying to clear that space and work on that space and create that peace and create that joy and love and happiness that's going to attract what it is that you want. And we talk, y'all know, if y'all watch our videos, we talk a lot about the law of attraction because we truly believe everything in your life you manifest. So if you are talking about how horrible men are, all you're going to get is more of how horrible men are. If you listening to your girlfriend talk about how horrible men are, all you're going to get is more of how horrible men are. Help her out. Let her know, he might have been bad. He might have been horrible. But look, you are better than that. You deserve better than that. Let yourself want better than that. And don't let him stop you from getting better than that, because then you give him the power. So that girl talk, keep it on a positive. And just because y'all laughing don't mean it's positive. Just because it feel good don't mean it's positive. If it's not producing positive results, it's not positive. So just be very, very aware of what you're talking about, what you're listening to, about whether you are being too independent and too manly. I'll say I won't say manly. I'm sorry, y'all, my computer just blanked out. I won't say manly, but if you are trying to be the woman and the man for yourself, be conscious and aware of that. Be conscious and aware of your alone time and learn to appreciate your alone time and appreciate your space. And also just seriously allow yourself to want it. Allow yourself to feel good about wanting a good man. And know, I deserve a good man. And let that be your affirmation. Let that be your affirmation. I deserve to have what I want. I am manifesting what I want constantly. I am free from all baggage, all negativity, and I go forward in peace and love and joy, and I attract peace and love and joy. And continue to be great. Continue to be inspired, ladies, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.